I've made a video about this before, but sometimes the same message wants to come out in a different way, so I'll make another video. And it's essentially about the idea of everything being fulfilled in non-duality, and how there seems to be a lot of confusion about this idea. Because what I see a lot of is, there are plenty of people regurgitating this message that everything is perfectly fulfilled as it is. It's needlessly perfect and whole and complete. And I've made videos expressing that as well. But the confusion comes in, seemingly, whenever people hear this, somehow they then get the idea that because everything is needlessly fulfilled and there's no need to put forth any effort to become enlightened or whatever, to make any progress, because there's no need for that since it's already fulfilled, they assume that that means therefore there's also some need to stop doing that. You see what I'm saying? They think that the needlessness means that there's a need to stop doing what you're doing. And that's just not true. It's sort of just believing this regurgitated message intellectually, but not really seeing the fulfillment in your lived beingness. The immediate isness of everything is obviously fulfilled, but you can overlook that by the intellectualizing of it. If you just keep repeating over and over, it's all fulfilled, it just becomes another intellectual fact. And so if you're just holding it as an intellectual fact, knowingly or not, then you're going to overlook the obviousness that there's also no need to stop doing anything. Many people say, well, saying that there's some way to become enlightened, that there's a path, that there's something that you need to do, that's confusing people because there is no one separate to become enlightened. Well, if that's the language game that you want to play, if there's no one to become enlightened, then there's no one to become confused. So what are you going on about? So there's really, truly no need for anything, but there's also no need to not do anything. It's just going to unfold as it may. There's just going to be the continuation, apparently, of one's conditioning to put forth effort to try to become enlightened. That's naturally going to unfold regardless of the needlessness of everything. And so there's no need for that to stop. And just telling someone that it's already fulfilled and there's no need to put forth effort, being real here, most people can't hear that. That's not gonna do anything for most people. And of course, all of this is entertaining the story that there are multiple people and they're all doing things and trying to get somewhere. This is heavily rooted within that story. But again, there's no need to stop entertaining that story. So if you think that everything's already fulfilled and therefore there's a need to stop trying to make things perfect, you're overlooking the very thing that you're parroting. So I would encourage you, if that applies to you, to just sit with it for a while and to not talk about it with anyone, because this was recognized years ago and there was an initial impulse to speak about it, but I didn't let myself. I just sat with it. I let it marinate. And I think that's very important, and not enough people do that. They just hear this message and want to take it as more intellectual facts that they can show off to other people without really saturating their recognition in it. And it's very crucial, apparently, to saturate your recognition in this. Because if you don't, then you'll just find yourself being more confused you'll find yourself repeating things that you don't fully recognize, but you might be saying you're recognizing it when it's really just an intellectual fact that you're repeating. So just sit with it for a while. Enjoy not really having it. You're never really going to get it. There can only appear to be more clarity about it, but try to get as much clarity as you can by just sitting with it.